Flosstube, welcome back. It's Jody, Simply Stitching Ocala. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. This is episode, I believe, 23. It's September 18th. This is a channel mainly about cross stitch, a little bit of quilting, sewing. Always been a crafty person, so I thank you for joining me. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for watching. I call myself like a part-time Flosstuber since I generally only record about once a month, but that's fine. I'll just come on and share whatever crafty goodness I have with you at the time. So let's see. First, I'll do a quick life update. Let's see, in the past month, I've discovered the love of the sourdough bread making. I know I'm late to the train, but I've been making, I made sourdough pancakes with the discard, but I've been making sourdough bread, and then also sourdough bagels are a favorite now. So I've been making those probably at least once a week. Sometimes if my son comes over for dinner, or sometimes if my daughter comes over for a breakfast on a weekend. And I am not somebody who loves cooking or baking or whatever, but for whatever reason, I have been enjoying that. And probably people watching this know, but like, I didn't realize this. I just thought like, oh my gosh, you have to feed the dough every day, they call it. Well, you do if you're leaving it out because you're going to actively use it like the next day. But if you're not, you can put it in the refrigerator and you only have to feed it like once a week. I know that sounds crazy. My husband's always like, your alarm is going off on your phone to feed the dough. But I mean, that's what it's called. So anyways, I just wanted you to know, like, it's not as hard as you might think it is. It's actually pretty easy. If you're not planning on using it soon, you can just keep it in the fridge and feed it once a week. So not that I am by any means a sourdough expert, but I've been having fun on my journey. Let's see. We did go away Labor Day weekend to Cedar Key with some friends, and that was fun. We just did a lot of relaxing. We had a nice Airbnb that was right on the water. Cedar Key is on the west coast of Florida. For me, I'm inland in Ocala, so I'm between Orlando and Gainesville. They call it North Central Florida. And it was a really great time that weekend. Just been working, also doing stuff, packing orders with my store, seeing my grandbaby. Sometimes he was actually sick for like 2 weeks, him and my daughter. They're both doing better now, so I haven't seen him as much. Listening to audiobooks when I'm packing orders, not really when I'm working, maybe when I'm stitching sometimes, or quilting, as long as I have my earbuds in so I can hear. And then I have this fall colored shirt on. I'm trying to get in the fall mood. I know some of you have had cooler temperatures in other parts of the country, but here in Florida, we're still in the low 90s, high 80s, which for us, that's cooler. I did put out my fall decorations this past weekend. So that's all put up in preparation for the first day of fall, which is this Sunday, September 22nd, which also happens to be my birthday. My birthday is always either the first day of fall or the last day of summer, just depending on the year. So I'm going to start off first with some previous finishes. I thought I would start off with just a couple. I have a lot of fall cross stitching, but I thought I would just start off with a couple because I'm not going to bore you to death. So the first one I'll do is, this one is Autumn Rules by Primrose Cottage. And on this one, this is a chalkboard. Let me see if it says on the back. No, I took the tag off. I mean, I got this, I don't know if I finished it last year, but it was either from Hobby Lobby or Michael's. But it's a pumpkin chalkboard, so I don't know if they have this anymore. And I did leave off the bottom that says make pumpkin pie on this because I had found this board and I was like, I think it's going to be too, it's going to be too much if I do that. So I did the whole thing, Autumn rules, except that bottom that's make pumpkin pie. And I just have this, it stands up against my fireplace in my family room, and it's super cute, like super simple, just a fabric background. I don't remember what fabric this is. It definitely was back when I did 16 count, but it's just a fabric with a cute little leaf, and the whole thing is, shaped like a pumpkin. So super cute. The next one, this one is Hands-On Design, and I believe it's called Autumn Skies. It was a 2-pack. I feel like it was like a special, I can't remember, but because there's a little pillow that goes with this also, but I did not do the little pillow. I just did this, and again, not sure where I got this pumpkin. It was probably Hobby Lobby or Walmart or Michael's, and I just cut out a fabric background that kind of is in the same shape of what I did the stitching in, to just give it like a cute pumpkin shape. And then the raffia bow and all that already came on the pumpkin. And this sits in one of my bookshelves in the family room. And last but not least, this is a cute thankful pumpkin pillow, not pumpkin, pillow, by Emily Call. And I don't remember, again, I wasn't keeping track. I don't remember, and then it just has a cute polka dot brown fabric on the back. I don't remember if I did color changes. I mean, I do a lot of times do color changes, but it's not like necessarily, I just don't maybe use they're called for, but I just use something similar that I pick. But I just really like how neutral it is. I know it's more Thanksgiving-y, but I still put it out now. And I don't have a lot of Halloween, but I will put out Halloween, the little bit that I do have, October 1st, and just take that fall in that section down where I put it, and it'll stay up through October, and then I'll take it down November 1st, and I'll put that fall back up until I put Christmas up. All right, so let's move on to some of my fully finished items. So I have been doing the spooky cute ornaments from Fat Quarter Shop. I know so many of you have been doing them. And it's cute. So I stitch on 20 count. And so the tin that they were showing, do I have it here by any chance? I don't think I do. It's over there. Anyways, the tin, I have the tins, but like they're huge compared to what count I'm stitching on and how small they are. So I had, and they spray painted theirs black because the tins come white. And I was like, I don't really want to have to paint. So I went on to Amazon, my favorite, and I found some tins that were much smaller and they were already black. And all I had to do was, I had my husband, I could have done it, but he was like, I'll do it, is just drill a hole so I could put ribbon to hang. So I've never done a Halloween tree, but I have a really small one that I'm going to do this year since Corbin's really into things right now like that. And so I have 4 of them fully finished, and there's no way I'm going to be able to hold them up all at one time. So I will just show you on here. So all I did was the tin, if you can tell from the side, it's kind of deep. So to take up that space, all I did was I glued a cotton ball in the bottom of the tin, and then I just used a piece of the sticky board, press-on sticky board, and wrapped the stitch fabric around that. So there's no extra, that's just cross-stitch fabric. And then I have this little thin velvet rope that I tied, and then the little tiny bow also from Amazon. I just glued it on there. So I have Trick or Treat fully finished, and I have the cute ghost Boo, fully finished. Sorry, I didn't gather properly before I showed. Boo. And the witch's hat. So I have 4 fully finished. Witch's hat. And then the witch boots. I think these are going to be super cute. Then my friend Allison, so as you can see, this one's probably the easiest to see. You know, it's not that they're small stitches, right? But it's really dense. It's like full coverage on the stitch. And you see this circle on all of them is light pink. So my friend Allison, who's AllieCat13 on Instagram, was like, I think she only did like 1 or 2, and then she's like, this pink is taking way too long. It's taking forever. So she suggested, she said, I'm going to do mine on pink background from now on. And when I get to my whips, I will show you that. So these 4 are on the original, which I can't remember what that is. It might be Freeze by Atomic Ranch. But the ones moving forward that I have stitched are on the light pink. And so they will not have a circle. It'll just be the item. But trust me, those circles are a lot of fill-in. So I just decided, you know what? I don't care. I'll switch halfway through. And I even contemplated whether okay, these are on that background, do a couple on the pink, and maybe even do a couple on lime green. So I'm still toying with that idea because I still have more to go. So we'll see. The next fully finished I have, this one is Cozy Autumn Cozy Autumn Medley. I don't know why that's a mouthful. By Emily Call. And this one, again, I did not use the called for colors. This one, I didn't bring my card in. I'm sorry. I want to say the fabric is 20 count. I think it's Boardwalk by Color and Cotton. Again, I didn't use her colors, but I picked ones that were very similar that I happen to have on hand. And then that backing fabric was just in my scrap bin of fabrics. So I don't even have it. There's not even a name because the selvage is not even there. And then the little rickrack is Nutmeg by Lori Holt. And then this board, it was already just finished like that from Walmart, which I think it was like $5, already finished. And I tried I did lowering this and putting a bow and putting some pumpkin spray. I tried different things and nothing, everything just looked too much. So I just like it just like this, and it's on an easel. And I like it just like this. It's very simple, but super cute, super cute. So those are the only fully finished cross stitch items I have, but I can't remember if I did show this last time or not. But I'm going to show it again just so you can see a size difference of the other one I made. So this is the Hemingway Pouch by Center Street Quilts. And you can get her pattern to make one for yourself. So this one is great. It's about maybe, it's like a size piece of paper probably, or maybe 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11, somewhere around there. But it doesn't fit a full pattern. It fits smaller patterns, but not a full pattern. So I went ahead and I wanted to make another one. And I made one for a friend that is the extra large size, and that actually fits a full size pattern. And these are so fast, and I will tell you because I'm fine with it. Inside, and I did it on this one, they show you, so there's no exposed seam at the top, and there's no exposed seam at one side. There's only an exposed seam on one side and the bottom. So they have you actually do a binding inside so that it's not exposed, right? And I did it on the first one. And I just felt like that was what took the longest while making this bag because it was bulky. And I was like, do I really need to do that? No, because I'm fine with that. So this one, you will see, if I turn it, you can see the exposed seam on this side. But again, I don't feel like when I'm putting things in and out that it's going to affect anything. And of course there's an exposed seam at the very bottom. But again, that's just me. I know other people would never do that, but I didn't want to take the time because I feel like it doesn't take away from the bag or the functionality or anything. And for me, it takes more time, and I felt like it was harder on my sewing machine because you're using foam and anyways, but I really do love the size of the larger bag also. So those were some bags that I finished. So moving on, we're going to move on to whips. So I will show you, so we were talking about the Fat Quarter shop. I showed you the spooky cute ornaments. So here is, this one's not fully finished. Does this have the fabric name on it? Does not have the fabric name on it. Okay, doesn't have the fabric name on it, but here's another one still with the pink circle done that has not been fully finished yet. And then now here are two, and this one is, I can tell you the fabric. This is 20 count Fiber on a Whim Morganite. And I'm sure I got that at 1-2-3 Stitch. And so here are two ornaments on here without any kind of circle. But when you cut out the circle, it'll just be like light pink, right? And I just feel like easier time saver because I only have till October 1st to get these ornaments done for my little Halloween tree. So I know I have to keep moving on that, but I've been a little bit distracted. You know, I really wanted to get that one, that Emily Call one finished. So I need to get back to that. Since the last time I saw you, I only worked a little bit. This is No Place Like Home. This is exclusive kit for primitive gatherings. This is the chart. I love the colors on this one. So it's all the called for floss because that came in the kit. And then it's done on 20 count Atomic Ranch Winter Mint. And so I believe I've just gotten like a lot of the brick done since the last time I showed this. And yes, it's still in the hoop. Hold on, let me see if I can put it up. Anyways, I don't know, the lighting is doing weird things today. That looks like it's green and it's not green at all. If I hold it back here, would it be better? See, it's a light tan. I don't know why it's looking like green when I hold it back. I mean, it has like a tiny hint of color, but it's very mild. But when I put it closer, it looks like super green. Anyways, that is how much I've gotten done on that one. And then this one, this is Plum Street Samples. This Plum Street Sampler. This Happy Morning. And I am doing the dark version at the top. So the colors are a little bit different. And I actually started this in August of last year. And I'm doing it on Fiber on a Whim by Night Sky 20 count. And for months, I did nothing on it. And since my friends, I joined them on Mondays. You'll see me use the hashtag on my stories. Hashtag BB Monday for Big Beautiful Monday. If you know, you know. And the last few weeks I missed it, but I have gotten progress. Probably since the last time I've showed it, I got part of the barn done and the grass done. I finished all the way down because I am not, oh yeah, I should have said that. I am not doing all the grass, the grass, the border down there. I'm literally going to stop. I'm literally going to stop here. Like I think I'm doing like 2 or 3 rows of tiny grass across because I'm not doing all that. Because again, this is large for Jody. This is 254 by 241. And we know that Jody's a small girl. Well, I'm not a small girl, but I'm a small stitching girl. Anyways, so this is, and then I've done the border at the top. So since the last time I've seen you, I did this. I've done all this. From page 1 up here, I went on to the next page. I did all the border and then all of this. So I have no idea. I have no idea when I'll finish this. It's not a race. It's just, I am trying to pull it out at least once a week on Mondays. And normally I stitch from about 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. That's normally when I stitch. So if I can get whatever I can get done in 2 hours. Now I will admit last night was Tuesday and I was like, I just wasn't feeling the Halloween ornaments last night because I need to start a new one and I just wasn't feeling it. So I did this section last night. And it felt good to like make some progress that I could actually see. I mean, if I solely dedicated time, I know that my friend Carrie Tiger Lily talked about it on her floss tube, and then I know my friend Jessica talks about it on hers, because if you're using one strand of floss, taking one strand, meaning 6 strands, and doing 6 strands a day, basically, which is one complete strand, if that makes sense, a day to see how much. But I don't know, because I feel like that might, I don't know, I guess I'd have to time myself to see like how long does it take me to do 6 strands a day, because if it takes me the whole 2 hours, then that would mean I was only working on this and nothing else. So I don't know. I might see. So I did some last night, like I said, so I did it Monday and Tuesday, but I don't know. I guess I need to see how long it takes me to do that amount of strands to see if I want to continue that, like do the strands in here first and then move on to whatever project I'm working on. But I have so many projects that I want to make and just not enough time, as I'm sure all of you do. So those are the whips that I've been working on. I did have another I started, and it's a shaker. I didn't bring it in. It's okay. It's a fall one. It's a round something shaker, autumn shaker maybe. I can't remember. I did start it, but I haven't gotten very far on that. And I didn't bring that in here either. Apoon, who's on Instagram and made my wonderful, amazing bags, and she's such a sweet person. She had sent a bag that she made in fall color, like this color, with a petal that she carved herself. And it has a cute little ribbon and stuff on it. And so when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have the perfect pattern that would fit on there. And it's whatever this shaker pattern is that I can't remember it. I didn't bring it in, so I'll have to show it next time. But, and I so appreciate her sending that nice little fall gift. And hopefully I'll show it to you next time, and maybe it'll have some progress on it compared to what it has now. So then moving on, I don't have a lot of haul, but I'll show you the few things for haul that I do have. So on Etsy, her name is, who made me this shirt, is Crazy Designs for You, and it's K-R-A-Z-E-E Designs for You. And so she has all kinds of ready-made cross-stitch shirts on there, and I've bought shirts from her before, but I was like, could you design one that says this? Because now that it's college football season, and I love college football, I wanted this one that says, just a girl who loves college football and cross stitch. So this is my new Saturday shirt. I mean, sometimes I'll probably wear the UCF shirt, but this is my new shirt wearing on Saturday, and I will be wearing it on Saturday. I'm going to a one-day sit and stitch Ocala retreat on Saturday, so I will be wearing that Saturday. But go check out her store on Etsy, because she already has some really cute cross-stitch shirts that you might like. And if there's something you don't see, but you have an idea like I did for that, just message her, because when I messaged her, she was like, yeah, hold on, that's a great idea. And she created the shirt, and she, sent me the proof and whatever. So she can create something similar for you if you have something like a saying that you want to do. So I would, go follow her, reach out to her on Etsy, and get yourself a cute shirt. Another haul, not stitching related, but I love my 40-ounce swig. This is the one I have from, this is the fat quarter one. It has all the quilt blocks on it. This is like my everyday. But I wanted to get a cute Halloween one. This is one of Swig's new Halloweens they have, and I think those white moons are supposed to glow in the dark. I haven't tested it, but so I got that. And then also, because I wanted to have a fall when it's not Halloween, I got this off Macari. So this is an older one. I'm not sure what year this came out, but I love aqua, as you can tell by the walls in my craft room. And when I was typing in, because sometimes I'll get things off of Mercari, which is like a eBay type app. It's Mercari, Mercari. Anyways, and I saw this cute one and I had to have it because it was aqua with pumpkins. So, I don't have any cross stitch haul. Just because I haven't really been buying much, but that's okay. I also have this. Oh, well, before I keep going on that, I should show you. So I do have some other finishes, but they're quilting related. So let me show you. I forgot the Halloween one. So this one, this fabric is called All Hallows Eve. I don't know if you can really see the quilting. It's like squiggly lines. Anyways, it's called All Hallows Eve, and it's by Fig Tree. And I made this top. I actually made the top back in 2019 because I went back and looked, and I never finished the quilt. So I finished it this past week. I'm not going to extend it because anyways, but it's a super easy pattern. I think it's called Piece of Cake, or it's one that you make with layer cakes. Excuse me. It's super easy. The layer cake is a 10-inch square. You cut a 3-inch strip off. You sew all those back together, you know, with different fabrics to different fabrics. You turn it, you cut another 3-inch off, and then you sew all those pieces back together, and then you end up with 4 different fabrics in one block. So it's a super easy, friendly quilt that gives it a lot of variety, and I love it. So it sits on the back of my couch. And I just realized, so I finished my Hey Boo, but I didn't bring it in here. So that's okay. I'll show it. It'll be on my Instagram. So I finished quilting that, backed it with spider, bound it with spiders. And then the leftovers I used to make a small quilt for my grandbaby Corbin, who now has proceeded to like want it everywhere. And my daughter's like, he even wants to bring it in nap time, like in his bed, in his crib, you know, but, so he's loving that. So I'm like, okay, well that's Halloween. So then I was like, I might have to be making him, you know, cause I love to seasonally decorate. I might have to make him a quilt for every season. And then I should probably make him an everyday one, but you know, like, okay, he needs a Christmas quilt, and he needs a Valentine's quilt, and he needs Easter, and he needs patriotic, and, you know, probably a fall besides Halloween, and, you know, I can go down that rabbit hole super easy. And speaking of him, he had finally come over yesterday. Again, they had been sick, and the night before, I just wanted something simple. You can see up there that I have mini quilts on my wall, and I have them over here and some over there. And all of those were made in my previous home. And we've been in this home for 2.5 years, and I had yet to make any quilt, mini quilt or anything for this room. And so when I had ordered something on Etsy, I'd ordered some fabric that I needed for my Swoon along, which I'll talk about. And I needed something to, you know, meet the minimum free shipping. So I ordered this fabric, which is Renew by Sweetwater, and it was just a mini charm pack. And then I have, it's hard to see it, it's a Carolyn Freelander. It's like a crosshatch gray, and I had like a piece of my scrap stash, so I used that. And when he came over yesterday, I was ready to quilt it, and you can see it's like a different stitch. It's not the wavy lines. I say it looks like EKG marks because it's different. Anyways, I don't know. That's what I saw when I looked at it. Anyways, he sat on my lap and quilted, not the second row across, but all the way across lines. He had a glove on his hand like me, quilting it, and my daughter took a couple pictures and I posted on my Instagram. And he sat there and just did it over and over again. And when we get to the end of the row, he would press the scissor button. And he was so good. He was such a good listener. So for me, this is just a small quilt that's going to go up on the wall. But it's like super sweet memories for me because this is the first quilt project that he has helped me with, but it won't be the last because I'm going to expose him to as many crafty things as Mimi does to see, you know, if he's interested or has any desire to do any kind of crafting on his own. And then I forgot. So this just came in the mail, and even though my Etsy store is in my home, in my storage room, I still wanted something like that says, I don't know, I just wanted something that says the name of the store. Maybe someday it'll be in a bigger place and not in my storage room, because I so appreciate all the orders and the repeat customers and everything I've gotten for Simply Stitching Ocala. And so I had, I'm not sure if she says it Carrie or Kari. She's hand painted signs for me before. And so I had her hand paint. I sent her like, hey, this is what like the logo, the colors, and you know, she chose her own handwriting, and but she based it off of that. And it's huge. I forget, I think it's 24 inches. I think it's 24 inches round. So this just came in, and she does amazing work. So the sign that's on my door right now, it's a fall sign she hand painted, and I have a Christmas one. And so I'm gonna put this card here. That's her Carrie's or Canvas.com. And she has like, she'll do like seasonal, like right now she has specific like fall ones that you can order. And you can go on there to order, you know, and obviously it takes weeks because she's hand painting them. But then you can also, this is a custom, and this is a custom one that I did that it's normally says like it's family last names, which I think I'm going to have one of those made for my daughter because she had mentioned it, and that would be a great Christmas gift. But instead of a last name, I just had her put my store name. But she does amazing work. If you're interested in having a hand-painted sign or getting a gift for someone, you can do a smaller. I think the smaller size is 18 inches instead of 24 inches. And the 18 inch is what I have in my front door because this would be too large. But I just wanted to share that because I love how it turned out. And so 2 other things, upcoming things. The first one is my friend Felicia, who is Floss and Blocks on Instagram. And she also has an Etsy store. She sells Moda fabric on there, and it's Floss and Blocks on Etsy. So go check her out if you need some fabric. We are hosting the Dear Friends Stitch Along, and this is the Plum Street Samplers pattern. And I know quite a few of you are joining. I had done a kit for this, and they're all gone. But you can get the pattern on 123 Stitch. I'm not sure where else, but just search Dear Friends by Plum Street. And so I'm using the called for colors. They're pretty colors, pretty nice fall colors. So that is going to start on Sunday, September 22nd, as that is the first day of fall. And the hashtag we're using is Dear Friends Sal. And that's D-E-E-R for dear. Dear Friends Sal. So if you want to join along, grab the pattern, grab floss that goes with it, or choose your own floss. We'd love to have you join in. I think we're going to do some type of maybe just random drawings for some type of prizes possibly. So, but we just love to, and then there's no time frame on when you have to finish. I mean, I want to get mine finished to put up this season, but there's no time frame. You know, go at your own pace and just, you know, use that hashtag Dear Friends Sal. And then the last project I have upcoming, I was on a Zoom with some of my friends, and if you go to my Instagram, you can see, because I posted the graphic I made, and it has all of the names of everyone who's joining in. But we'd love to have you join in. It's not a cross stitch, but it's starting October 1st, and it's the Swoon 16 pattern by Thimble Blossoms, which is Camille Ross Kelly. There's also a Swoon, a regular Swoon. There's a mini Swoon. You know, this is 16 blocks, and some of us are trying to do 3 blocks a week, which is a lot because there's a lot of pieces. because some of them are doing Christmas fabrics and they want to have it for this year. But again, there's no, you don't have to. You can just join in. And our friend Allison, she made one of these blocks and did a cross stitch in the middle and turned it into a pillow, which was super cute. So you could also just make one block and turn it into a pillow, which would be great. So like I said, so I'm using, and it's not all here because 3 of the fabrics I did already cut, but I am using the pretty fabric that's called Summer House by Bunny Hill. Super cute. And then this will be the sashing fabric. It's like the dot, like where the aqua is in there. And then I didn't bring the background fabric over. It's like a creamy grunge by Moda, so it's not just a complete solid. And we're gonna use the hashtag for that. Will be hashtag SwoonAlong2024. If you go to my post on Instagram, I also have a couple other Swoon hashtags that are existing and not this one that's new, so that you can go look at ideas and fabrics and stuff that other people have done. But we would love to have you join us in that Swoon Along. And again, I just wanted to say a very heartfelt thank you again for everyone who has purchased from my Etsy store. It's just something that I've always wanted to do, and I'm super thankful for it. Again, it has cross-stitch supplies, cross-stitch kits, needle minders, finishing packs that I curate and make myself. I have fat quarter bundle, fabric for quilting or for cross-stitch. So I'd love for you to take a look over there on Etsy. Again, Simply Stitching Ocala. And thank you so much for joining me and seeing all the crafting adventures that I'm doing. I hope that you have a great rest of your week and get some amazing crafting time in. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a great day.